In this video, we're going to be comparing the Google Pixel 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. So let's get started. Now side by side here with the two phones, the Pixel 5 has a 6-inch display compared to the S20 FE, which has a larger 6.5-inch display. So holding the two phones up next to each other, you can definitely see here that the S20 FE is the larger phone of the two. Now when it comes to content consumption, whether that's watching videos, reading articles, or going on social media, having the larger display will give you a better experience. But one of the benefits with the Pixel 5's display, with it being smaller, is that the overall form factor of the phone is smaller as well, which does make this phone easier to hold, and it makes it more pocketable. Now with both devices, we're getting very bright and clear displays. We're getting excellent colors and also very good viewing angles as well. But there are some other differences beyond the display sizes. Now with the Pixel 5, we're getting an OLED display that maxes out at 90 Hz. And then with the S20 FE, we're getting a Super AMOLED display that maxes out at 120 Hz. So what that means is that with 120 Hz here with the S20 FE, everything is going to look a lot smoother when navigating around the operating system. But then again, the 90 Hz that we're getting with the Pixel 5 is still an improvement from a 60 Hz display. Beyond that, we're getting 1080p with both phones. With the Pixel 5, we're getting a PPI of 432 compared to a PPI of 407 with the S20 FE. We're getting a 19.5:9 aspect ratio with the Pixel 5, and then with the FE, we're getting a 20:9 aspect ratio. So a little bit of a more narrow but taller form factor with the FE compared to the Pixel 5. And then finally, with the Pixel 5, we're getting an 85.9% screen-to-body ratio compared to an 84.8% screen-to-body ratio with the FE. In general, I would say that both phones definitely do have small bezels. However, I do especially like how the bezels seem to be completely symmetrical here with the Pixel 5. But in general, I think both devices are very good looking. Now up top here with both phones, we do have hole punches for the front-facing cameras, but there are definitely some differences. Now with the Pixel 5, the front-facing camera is situated off to the upper left compared to the FE, where the front-facing camera is centered. Now with the Pixel 5, we're getting an 8-megapixel front-facing camera compared to a 32-megapixel front-facing camera with the S20 FE. Now internally, both phones feature 128 gigabytes of storage, which is definitely appreciated, but with the Pixel 5, there is no microSD card expansion, and with the S20 FE, we do get microSD card expansion. Now both of these phones support wireless charging, and both devices do also feature a fingerprint sensor. Now with the Pixel 5, the fingerprint sensor is located on the back side of the phone. So we'll give that a try right now. And that was very fast. And then with the S20 FE, the fingerprint sensor is built into the display. So that was very quick as well. And it really comes down to personal preference, whether you prefer to have the fingerprint sensor on the back side of the phone, or if you prefer to have it built into the display. One extra benefit though with the S20 FE is that it does support Face Unlock, and there's no Face Unlock with the Pixel 5. Now taking a look at the camera modules on both phones, there are similarities, but also differences. So with the Pixel 5, we're getting a 12.2 megapixel main camera and a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And with the S20 FE, we're getting a 12 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, and an 8 megapixel telephoto camera, giving you a 3x optical zoom. So the biggest camera hardware feature missing from the Pixel 5 is having a telephoto camera. And then with both phones, we're getting portrait mode with both the front and rear cameras. Now here's how things look with the viewfinder on both devices. Then from here we can switch over to the ultra wide angle camera on both phones, and you can see that the S20 FE certainly does fit a bit more content into the frame using the ultra wide angle camera. So the ultra wide camera with the Pixel 5 is not quite as wide. Then from here we can flip around to the front facing cameras on both phones. So with both phones you will have the ability to take really crisp, good looking selfies. Now with the Pixel 5, we're getting 8 gigabytes of RAM compared to 6 gigabytes of RAM with at least this variant of the S20 FE. And then with the Pixel 5, we're getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G for the processor, and with the S20 FE, we're getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865. Now both of these devices do have 5G support, so keep that in mind. Now video recording with the Pixel 5 maxes out at 4K at 60 FPS with the rear camera, and with the front camera we are limited at 1080p at 30 FPS. Whereas with the S20 FE, we're getting 4K video at 60 FPS with both the front and rear cameras. Now with the Pixel 5, we're getting a 4080 milliamp hour internal battery with 18 watt fast charging. And with the S20 FE, we're getting a 4500 milliamp hour internal battery with 25 watt fast charging. So with the S20 FE, we're getting a larger battery and the phone will recharge faster. Now both of these phones do feature NFC. They also both feature IP68 dust and water resistance, which does allow you to submerge these phones in water for up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. But now that we've gone over the major specifications of both of these phones, let's now take a closer look at the hardware. So I already talked quite a bit about the front panels here in both phones. Essentially, we're getting very small bezels all around, and we are getting hole punches for the front-facing cameras. In general, I think both phones do look really nice. Taking a look at the left side of both devices, we have with the Pixel 5, the slot for the SIM card, and then with the S20 FE, we have nothing. Then take a look at the right side of both phones. They both have the power button, and they both have the volume buttons. Now the placement of these buttons is reversed on both devices, so it really comes down to personal preference if you prefer to have the volume button on the bottom, or if you prefer to have the power button on the bottom. Then taking a look at the top of both devices, they both have the noise canceling microphone. And then with the S20 FE, we do have the slot for the micro SD card and SIM card. Then taking a look at the bottom of both phones, with the Pixel 5, we have the microphone and speaker and USB-C port for charging and data transfer. And with the S20 FE, we have the speaker, we have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer, and we have the microphone. So neither of these two phones comes with a 3.5mm headphone jack. And then taking a look at the back side of both devices, we have the camera modules, and then with the Pixel 5, we have the fingerprint sensor. But this is the Google Pixel 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE.